I was transitioning from the corporate world to starting my own business, and that involved public speaking, which I felt was my purpose and my passion, but I had major fears and lack of confidence. So I'd done a lot of work on the conscious level, personal development courses, spiritual development, but there was still a lack of connection. Something wasn't clicking. And so I came in here and worked with Brice to get the confidence at a subconscious level, and that's what catapulted my growth tremendously.
How did you even meet Brice?
Through a coworker.
What do you mean?
I work in a corporate job now, and one of my clients, or one of my coworkers who is one of my coaching clients now, had been going to Brice for a few months and had told me about it, and I was resistant at first. I'd never done hypnotherapy. After a few weeks of her telling me the tremendous growth she had had, I said, okay, I've got to try this. So I went. I was able to put all of the knowledge and growth and information that I'd been gathering into use. I was able to really bring it through. Instead of it being outside of myself, I was able to bring it in, and I was able to bridge the gap between who I am now and this higher self that I had dreamt about and who I knew I was. I was able to really bring that forth and become one with that through hypnosis.
Well, see, you were telling me that you had a corporate job, but you wanted to transition into your passion,
yes.
And there was a fear of public speaking. Was there also a fear of releasing and going for it and being able to do it and having the authenticity to do it?
Absolutely, all of the above. And there was a big lack of true self-worth. Like, can I do this? Who am I to be a spiritual teacher, to be a life coach? And the confidence, the lack of self-worth was all worked on through hypnosis at such a deep level, and it stuck.
What was it like being able to have a sanctuary, a sacred place, a sacred space to release the anxiety of the day?
It was the first time in my entire life that I had learned to relax. I never knew what that meant. I was always go, 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 moving 1,000 miles a minute, and finally Brice was able to teach me how to slow down and relax and what relaxation even meant. So it was huge.
That's huge. Now, the proof is in the pudding, Maggie. Tell me, how has your life changed since you came in to see Brice?
Tremendously. I am able to make my dreams come into reality. I hosted my first wellness retreat 2 weeks ago where I was speaking to an audience of 20 people all weekend. That never would have happened if I had these fears in the way and this inability to speak my truth. And through the confidence that I gained and the connection to my authentic voice, I had nothing in the way. It was me, my voice, and an engaged audience.
And what's next for you?
I'm going to India to do a community service project, to do some personal development work with children and get my yoga certification.
Do you think you could have done that without this type of confidence?
I don't. I really don't.
What would you say to someone who's thinking of hypnotherapy but is afraid that Svengali over here is going to take away their will?
I would say that if they're meditators, it's similar to meditation in that you're in complete control at all times. You are accessing a higher power that you don't have access to without this alternate subconscious level. So you're just accessing more of yourself. There's nothing outside of you. It's a higher power, a facilitator that is able to tap into stuff that you don't want to look at or that you're not ready to look at and move out the blind spots and connect you to your highest good.
And what would you say about working with Brice specifically?
There were so many moments where I forgot that you were a facilitator and that I was a patient or a guest. I mean, it felt like we were just one, and minutes would turn into hours, and there was no separation. You were completely with me every step of the way. You were feeling my victories, you were feeling my pains, and it was the most incredible experience I could have ever imagined. I mean, we became friends. I would not be here without you. I tell you all the time. I want to tell you more, but sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't bother you, but all the time I want to shower you with gratitude for thank you for being such a fundamental part of me.
Thank you very much.
Finding myself.
You know, Brice, it is the best of being a wonderful hypnotherapist, but also having unconditional positive regard for your client. And it is an honor to have you on my program.